tonight. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. This is definitely an opportunity for many of you guys that are interested in learning real magic, real conjuring, real mysticism. To each and every one of you guys, first of all, I want to say salutation to my madrina, to my madrino, to my oba, and to all of my brothers and sisters in Ifa, Voodoo, Santeria, Lukumi, Congo, Palo, Mystic, and Ajay. To each and every one of you guys in the church that are practicing the ATRs, and also those have left the church but still have church influence and practicing magic. To each and every one of you guys, what's up, my baby Scorpio? I want to say thank you so much to each and every one of you guys that support our platform, and not only our platform but also our website, and to each and every one of you guys that donate towards the causes and the magic that surrounds melanated people. Thank you so much. I'm very tired. I put my glasses on because I don't want to strain my eyes because I've been going all day. What's up there, Mama Susan in the house? What's up, my Demetrius? Gemini, and then my Pisces, my both asses in the house on tonight. Let me say this to each and every one of you guys. Thank you so much for showing support, showing love. Also, the panels that you guys donated towards for my Fidifun. Oya, my head Arisha, thank you so much for the lights that are being set up in her honor to feed her and the festivities regarding that. I want to say to each and every one of you guys, first of all, hello to my Pisces, Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Aquarius, Cancer, Capricorn, Leo, Sagittarius, Scorpio, Libra, and Virgo. Thank you so much. I do realize it's quite later than usual, but this is necessary. What's up, my Ryan, my Cardinal Air in the house? I don't want to energize you because you're going to have to get some rest after I go off live. But thank you for being here with us. I'm excited. I've been working with the altar of Agayu. I put in the tribe chat for information. I did explain that there are certain things that only the tribe is going to get. Certain things that are not going to be in my church group. That I may, some things I will put in the church group, but a lot of things I'm starting to categorize people based off of how they support and how they engage in their spirituality. And so therefore, I'm not just going to be giving out information for people to know things that they're not going to support. What's up, my tree Rhonda in the house? Now, I want to talk about this, and this is something that black people do. And let me give you the science, the mythology, and also the methodology and the mentality behind this particular subject matter that I'm going to be talking about. If I'm not mistaken, what's today's date? Is it Tuesday or Wednesday? What's up, Shamari? My days are running, and so I've just been going. What is today? Tuesday. Okay. Thank you so much. As above, so below. Now, this is Mars energy, which is fitting to what I'm going to talk about. I've been taught how to warfare. I've been taught how to utilize strategy in order to get victory. So it's not coming from an individual that is a novelist when it comes down to utilizing Mars energy. Neither somebody that has not gotten victory here and there. But there's some things that some of you that have church influence, you may have this mentality. And I'm gonna explain this and show you the weakness in this type of mentality, in this type of mythology. And there are certain signs that operate like this. It's a misnomer because when I explain it to you, it's gonna make more sense. Now, my subject tonight is you can't hide from me. What's up, my crab cakes in the house? Monique 444. Now, this is gonna be something I wouldn't sleep on. This is gonna be a live that you need to ponder, watch it a couple of times, and receive all the nutrients inside of this message, because this is going to help a lot of people that are going to plan on practicing the ATR. Now, you don't see my necklace around my neck because I have that on the altar of Agayu, and some of my bracelets I have on there so it Agayu can concentrate them to give me a stronger form of protection with his raw power. I do have some things on, but not them. So I want to talk about this tonight, and I'm going to start, first of all, I'm going to start with Deuteronomy 29 and 20, chapter 29, verse 29. Now, let me explain this. When I mean by hide, the word hide means to put or keep out of the sight, conceal from the view of notice of others. The view of or notice of others. In other words, a lot of people believe that when they try to hide things, when they try to hide people, places, and things, they try to hide certain type of work, whether it's in hoodoo, voodoo, Santeria, Lakumi. Let me explain something to you. I'm a child of Oya. I'm also a child of darkness. So let me be very clear about what I'm going to explain. Deuteronomy 29 and 20, verse 29. It says this: the secret things or the hidden things belong to the Lord our God. Correct? But those things which are revealed belong to us and to our children forever, that we may do all the words of this law. Now, what's up, my Alafia? What's up, my Taurus in the house? Love is in the house. Now, let me explain this. For all of you that strive with the mythology or the myth of, if I keep this out of their visual, then they won't know what's going on. Let me break this down to you. A lot of people, whether in the church or they leave the church and practice the ATR, you really believe that because you're not in my physical eye, that I'm never going to be aware of what's being done in the dark. I'm never going to know the working that you're doing in the dark, because you stay out of my physical view. I'm going to say this again. Black people really believe that when they do things behind my back, that I don't see what they do behind my back, that I don't hear what is being said behind my back. I'm going to say this again because some of you are a little slow with this. You really don't believe that certain people that belong to God, that belong to the divine, whether it's masculine or feminine or both, or androgynous as I am, that we do not see the hidden things that belong to God. And the God within us, I'm a child of darkness. How would I not see the things in darkness? The things that pertain to darkness and the things that are covered by darkness. I'm going to break this down. There's pathology, a path where people believe in this, and there are people that have the mentality. The main thing about cancer and people that have that Cancerian energy, they really, a crab really thinks you do not see them. They really believe that their moves are hidden. Just because, I remember one time I was speaking to my ex-wife, and she was telling me that the guy that was trying to talk to her was whispering into my ear because she made him aware how well I can hear. So I told her the conversation that he whispered in her ear. Come on here, somebody. I'm going to say this. Somebody I was fucking on, somebody I married and divorced, that I was able to repeat the conversation that he whispered in her ear. I'm going to let that sink in. Because you feel that you have distance. You feel that you have darkness. You feel that you're such a liar that I don't hear what's really going on. I don't see what's really going on. And I am a child of the black dark arts. So the hidden things or the secret things belong to God. So we're clear about that. Psalms 139, 11 verse through the 12. So let's really get into this on tonight, especially if you guys are going to practice these ATR. And some of you think that I need to know or I need to see what you're doing. I'm going to explain it. That is an ignorant way of looking at spirituality. Because evidently you really don't know what real conjure is. Apparently you don't know what real frequency and vibration and energy is. But I'm going to school you on tonight, on Tuesday. And I'm going to show you why it's ineffective and you can get yourself hurt by thinking that you are hidden. So I'm going to explain. Verse 11 and verse 12. It says, and it reads, if I say, surely the darkness shall cover me. Surely the darkness shall cover me. Even the night shall be light about me. Even in darkness, when I work with spirits of the night. But people don't understand. Night, you don't understand that some of us have night vision. Some of us have the eyes of an owl. We can see clearly in the night. Man has created infrared. So it doesn't matter how dark you have your house, they can see you as though it's in the noonday sun. I want clarity because man cannot outsee God's people. And if man has technology that they can see you and hear your conversation, even your whispers, what do you think God has the ability to do? Because we're in the age of technology, age of Aquarius. But I go on. It says in verse 12, yea, the darkness hideth not from thee. Thee, who is talking about? The divine. Darkness cannot hide anything from the divine. But the night shineth as the day. The darkness and the light are both alike to thee. So all these people teaching you to hide this and hide things. And you believe that your work is hidden because you buried it, because you throw it into the ocean, because you throw it in and put it in an iron pot and sealed it up with black wax, and you tied it with black string, and you tied it with black cloth. All of a sudden, now I can't see the work or the spirit that you assigned, that you buried, that you planted in the ocean, that you buried under the tree. But the Bible says here in verse 11 that the night and the light, the night and the day is a light to God. So whoever is teaching you this, it can't be true. There's nothing hidden from a child that operates in black magic and dark art. Because the night that you are claiming to hide your work in is where I live, where I move, and where I have been. And the spirits of the night are going to talk like the spirits of the day. Because they both work for me. They both are employed by me. I have spirits of the night and spirits of the day that are in my spiritual court. There is a delusion, a misconception about being hidden. I got some more for you. The reason why I'm sharing this, because you pass that false information down from generation to generation. And if there are people out here thinking what they have done, the works they have done, the conjure they have done, the words they have prophesied, the things they have spoken, the conversation they have had, that they are hidden. And I understand why you think they're hidden, because I'm not responding. I'm not responding to what I have seen, because I know that the weapons you are forming will not prosper. What you think you have hidden for me will never take place. Psalms 141, verse 9 through 10. I told you I'm going to school you today. I want you, if you're going to learn real magic, real conjure, understanding universal laws apply to each and every one of us. The reason why we even light candles to our ancestors, because they're in the dark. When you are born into this world, you're in the dark. And when you leave this world, you're in darkness. Because that is primordial energy and light. And we light the candle to give you light in the darkness that you're in. Egum, Eba Sandediosa. The Bible said that even in the Bible, it said that Yahshua went into the heart of the earth and led the captives free. And they ascended with him on high. That's why we pour our libation on the ground and not sling it in the sky. Because our egums, our resin, our bones are in the ground. Mother Earth. Ignorance. Psalms 141, 9 and through 10. It says, keep me from the snares which they have laid for me, and the gins of the workers of iniquity. Iniquity is secret people doing things, pretending to love you, but have hatred in their heart. These are all hidden iniquity, are things that people think you don't know about them, but you really do. This is where Scorpio comes in. Scorpio knows all the secrets. The investigator of the zodiac. The raw dog of how you really feel and function when it comes down to me. I keep trying to tell you, I got Scorpio in my chart. I know the secret things. The hidden things. Because I don't respond or react to what I know, you think I don't know it. Sad is your case. Verse 10 says, let the wicked fall in their own net, whilst that I withal escape. When I know that the ditch that you're digging for me, that I won't lay in, I won't fall in. The snare that you have for my feet, I know my feet would not be ensnared by that. I know that it's meant for you. I know you prepared it for me, but it's meant for you. I want somebody to catch what I'm saying. I don't care if you're in Ephah setting traps for me. I don't care if you're in voodoo Satan trap for me. I don't care if you're in hoodoo. I don't care if you got a prayer life. I don't care if you in Condom Lay. I don't care if it's Kimbanda. I don't care if it's an Ocha. If you have a snare that has been prepared for Chief Apostle Samuel Ely Jr., I won't be in it. You prepared it for me, but it's destined for your feet. It's destined for your hands. It's destined to bring you down into the pit. Do you understand where I'm coming from? If I'm truly a child of the dark, that means I see the snare. That my spirit saw the snare when you prepared it. And they brought it back to the chief apostle and made me aware and guided me in another direction. This is when the Bible talks about how the God led the children of Israel, his people, beyond the traps and the snares that were prepared for them. When God don't intend for you to fall into the trap and the snare of the enemy, don't be surprised that he redirects your path. This is why the Bible said that a good man's steps are ordered by the Lord. This is why I say don't lean to your own understanding. In all your ways, God will direct your path. Let me explain something to you. If it was meant for you to guide, if it was meant for you to direct, God would have given you. But the problem is that people don't want to admit that some of the stuff they're going through is the very snare that they meant for the apostle. The very setback that you meant for me, you're living it. The very nightmare that you thought was going to be my story, now you're living that nightmare. That's why I don't have no feelings either way. You can't hide from me. Because that which is done in the dark, I see it. When I close my physical eyes, I am in consciousness. And consciousness is dark matter. Ebasa, melanin, neurons. When my eye is closed, my real eye is open. And that which is in the dark, I can clearly see. I read better when I have my eyes closed. I read pretty good when my eyes are open. But when I really close my eyes, now my third eye, my consciousness, my subconscious mind, which is connected to all dark matter, which is the consciousness of God, which is the church will call it the Christ mind. And when that mind is open and that eye is open, what is hidden? That's why that mythology, that's why that type of teaching is going to land a lot of y'all in trouble. Because you don't understand why you are yet preparing the work. It has already been told. Before, while you are plotting to war with me in secret, I've already been informed. I have time to prepare for the war that you ain't even started yet. You just planning on starting the war. I've already set up your return to sender. I've already set up walls and blockades for you to walk in. The very maze that you set up for me, I've redesigned it. The safe mechanism that you have put in for you to escape, I've already locked the doors. You're not going to get out. The path, the things that you have done to make sure you're going to be okay, I've made sure you're not going to be okay. Because I've already been informed of the intention. I've already been told about the plot. I'm already proactive. not reacting. Yours, I'm not reacting to a damn thing you're doing to me. I'm responding in the afterflow of what has already been spoken. And now I can care less what happens. I'm not concerned about the pit. I have already received over. Anything you dig for me, she rules the graveyard. She digs the plots. Do you understand? And when you are walking in truth, true power, true anointing, true connection with melanin, then what can be hidden from you? Jeremiah, the 18th chapter, verse 22. Matter of fact, I'm going to do Jeremiah, the 20th chapter through the 22nd verse. I think it's delicious. It says, shall evil be recompensed for good? That means, if you do good, should you receive evil? Of course not. It said, for they have digged a pit for my soul. Remember that I stood before thee to speak good for them. That means that I have interceded for people that have prayed for my downfall. I'm going to say this again. I have interceded and stepped in the gap for people that are out here seeking after my soul and devising my hurt. I'm the reason why you have the enlightenment that you have, but you're taking that enlightenment and trying to work it against me. Bo put in there, oh, you got it, Jeremiah, the 18th chapter, verse 20 through 22. And it goes on to say, remember that I stood to speak good for them, and turn away thy wrath from them. When destruction could have hit suddenly, unaware, I intervened. I interceded in your behalf. And you're trying to hide snares from me, the man of God, the real man of God. Therefore, deliver up their children to famine. Pour out their blood by the force of the sword. And let their wives be bereaved of their children. And be widows. And let their men be put to death. See, there are consequences, laying snares in the dark for God's anointing. See, you can declare you God's anointed and God's chosen all you want. But when God starts showing up and showing out, Divine Mother starts showing up and showing out, Egun's ancestors start showing up and showing out, all of a sudden, the cream of the crop becomes to the surface. And let their men be put to death. Let their young men be slain by the sword in battle. It said in verse 22, with all clarity, let a cry be heard from their houses. Ebasa. Jeremiah said, let them be crying so hard that I can hear the tear falling on your pillow. That I can hear the tear falling on your carpet. That I can hear the tear falling on your ceramic tile. That I hear the tears that are falling in the tub while you take a shower. Come on here, somebody. When God wants a man or woman of God to know what's going on, you can be as quiet. You can whimper in the night. Come on here, somebody. You can have no cry. The Bible said, let their cry be heard in their houses. Then when thou shalt bring a truth suddenly upon them. Or the Bible says, an army. For they have digged a pit to take me, and hid snares for my feet. To all of you, whether you're doing hoodoo, voodoo, Santeria, Lakumi, you working the church magic, however, I'm not here to tell you what not to do. What I am saying, that there's a misnomer out there because you're doing something you think that is hidden from this person, that they're never going to see it. They're going to see it because God, all things in the darkness belong to God. This is why Yahshua said unto Simon Peter, flesh and blood did not reveal this, but my Father which is in heaven. So my question to you, if you believe in magic, conjure, melanin, what has God revealed that I think that is hidden from the man of God? What do you think you have going on in your conscious mind and your subconscious mind that I'm not already aware of? This can get real freaky. This can really be unnerving. That you literally think that I'm not aware of my secret enemies. That I'm not aware of my hidden enemy. I'm not aware of people having conversation about me. If you listen to my lives, I'm always telling people what they're doing. I just don't give a fuck. Because nothing you're going to do is going to prosper against me. Nothing you're saying is going to amount to anything. Your words are going to fall to the ground. Your candle will not have the effect on my life. Because I am the candle of the Lord. You can't bury anything concerning me in Mother Earth. Because I am the earth. You can't put anything in the air regarding me because my mother, my Fedifun Oya, is a queen and a ruler of the winds of the earth. You can't even burn anything with my name or my image because Kobe Siete Rayos rules all forms of fire. Shango protects me. He's the god of fire. And if you go to the earth, Yemiya, my mother, my second mother in Ocha, Olokun, Madriagua. What deity can you work with? What element can you work with? If you go to the woods, Ochosi, Osine. I have African deities of every aspect of magic. If you try to mess with my love life, I got Oya and Oshun. I got Mama Chola. Help me to understand what you think is hidden. What spirit that I don't have, that you think I don't have, that rules over darkness. The still of the night. The witching hours. This is why when you read the Bible about the experience that Jacob had with the angel that changed his name into Israel. It was a angel of the night. Because he said, I have to go before dawn. These people will have you out here thinking you can do root work, conjure work, mysticism, working with Nfumbes against a child of the dark. The reason why you believe that, because I don't respond to what I see. And I'm never going to respond to something because I see it, because I know it's handled. I sit back and watch you fall into your own ditch. I sit back and watch you fall into your own calamity. I sit back and watch you walk and live your own prophecy. The ill will you wish for me, I would never live it. So why would I have to react to it? A lot of times you're learning from people that really don't know the spirit world and how it really functions. And just because somebody in the Christian faith believes that I'm doing evil and I'm a child of darkness, and you assume that that means evil, that's not my problem. I work with real power, real melanin energy, frequency, and vibration. I'm extraterrestrial. So all that hidden shit don't really make sense because there's nothing hidden. Everything has a vibration. Everything has an energy. Everything has a frequency. Whether it's from the higher ups or whether it's from the lowest of the abyss, that still have energy, frequency. And everything emits a frequency, which means it emits a light. Keep believing what these Christian people and these people that I hear telling you that you can do some work against somebody of my caliber or anybody that is not going to be revealed. Their ancestors are going to bring it. I remember somebody went into the graveyard and they buried my name and some other people's name at one of my ancestor or my loved ones' grave. And then the stupid thing they did was bury the stuff at the head of the grave. So whoever did it was inexperienced. My loved one they buried it in the ground, but my loved one pushed that thing up to up above the surface, so my other relative found it and they brought it to us and we looked at it, and that's when we opened it up and they saw my name in it. You really believe you got the kind of power? Being a Jesus freak will have you out here thinking you have all kind of power and that you don't have. And it will get you in all kind of trouble. Because in the spirit world, it's a whole nother world. What you believe and what's really going on are two very different things. And it doesn't matter if I was quiet about it. It doesn't matter if I'm loud about it. Energy don't lie. Frequency don't lie. Vibration don't lie. If I got it, I got it. If I'm protected, I'm protected. If you bless me, you're going to be blessed. But if you curse me, you damn sure going to be cursed. If you strive with me, God going to bless you. If you strive against me, God going to curse you. It's not complicated over here. You want to be helped? Help me. God will lend you a helping hand. If you want to block me, get blocked, bitch. Whatever energy you come here, it's up to you. If you come with good energy, good intention, you're going to have good testimony. You come with bad intention and bad working and intention, you're going to have bad results. It's not me. I'm just telling the story. You give me the testimony that I have, whether it's positive or negative. I don't care either way. The problem I have with people that like to hide things. That's the only problem. If you want to do it that way, do your magic that way. The problem I have with people that hide things, when that thing is revealed, they try to play the victim. That burns me up. The moment their hand is revealed, their words are revealed, their actions are revealed, their emotional state is revealed. They will instantly play victim. They will play like they're being the one assaulted. And they are the ones that laid the trap. They're the ones that prophesied the word. They're the ones that prayed the prayer. They're the ones that lit the candle. They're the ones that burned the incense. They're the ones that went to the cemetery. They're the ones that went to the crossroads. They're the ones that solicited others spiritually to work against you. They did all that. There was no gun to their head. They could have let bygones be bygones. But that wasn't good enough. Now that it's being revealed and it's unraveling like a motherfucker. If you weren't stronger than me in life, you're not stronger than me in death. Those are the facts. Energy, it don't lie. If you want to learn what real magic is, learn from somebody that actually lives this lifestyle, not somebody pretending and hiding behind their real belief system in the church. I don't hide behind nothing. I tell you like a T.I. is. You can play with it if you want it. It's your life. I'm a Sagittarius. I don't really care. Long as you ain't obstructing my freedom and what I got going on, we don't have a problem. We don't have a problem, Houston. We have a problem when you try to be a problem to me. Your feelings, your thoughts about me is irrelevant unless we fucking. Other than that, I don't really care. People got a right to feel however they feel. People got a right to think how they think. I'm just saying, once you set out pits, ditches, and snares, and all that, it's a whole nother ball game. Once you put a work into play, because just because I ain't seen you in years, don't mean what you put out there, you're not gonna get that back. Now that I Got You is on board, and now when I received the Orisha for the father of Babalu Aye in September, bitch, it's only popping. The stronger I get, the wiser I get, the more territory that God gives me, the more jurisdiction and authority, it's only gonna get worse for you. My blessings are gonna get stronger, and my curses are gonna get stronger. My working, whether favorable or unfavorable, they're just gonna get stronger. I'm gonna be healed more and more. I'm gonna be beautified more and more. I'm gonna be more youthful. I'm still gonna be my age, but I'm gonna be blessed. And I'm already headed to millionaire status. So if you wanna ride this train, ride it. But if you want to get off this train, by all means, get your flat, not needed, buck-toothed ass off the train. Get off train. It is not mandatory for you to ride my train. If it's too much for you, it's too many curves. If it's too much black magic and all that, you don't have to stretch yourself. You don't even have to stretch yourself. Don't even hide how you feel. Don't even hide how you think. Live free in your thoughts, but live it over there. Live it over there. Discuss it over there. Because I frankly, sir and ma'am, don't give it in. We bless over here. Thank you for hitting that like button. Grow, develop. Make sure if you have not gotten your intermediate class, get your intermediate class. If you have not gotten your Egon stick, make sure that is a priority in your life. So we can manifest on a whole nother level. Because they got to know I'm not here talking shit. They got to know I'm out here serious about my conscience. And Sister Tree got a chance to feel some of that energy that is in Aga youth. That's why I told her to put in the group. But if she's still here tonight, please inform these people that Aga youth is nothing to be played with. That energy is off the charts. Like all of my Orishas and all of my cultures. Because I'm off the chart. When you're trying to measure me on the Richter scale, I'm off the charts. And you're about to find out how much off the charts I am. That would be the best $1,500 you ever donated to anybody. You done spent more of that on that lame dick ass nigga. Huh? You done spend more of that in that on that hot pocket ass pussy ass female. And them badass children that don't respect you and don't make me get started about black people. I've been taking that black seed oil for the last couple of days. I haven't taken fully a week. It was in my oil of oregano. Oh, that's in the car. I haven't eaten, so my senses are off the chart. When I don't eat, I get really psychic. And I see all kind of stuff. It's like a type of fast. But I want you to grow. I want you to develop. If this is too much for you, get out of the way and let somebody else get on and take your spot. Be woman or man enough and say, you know what, this is as far as I want to go on this train. And somebody will sit in your seat and we continue the journey. This is not a forced thing. This is whosoever will, let him or her come. Don't come broke. Have your money and pay your way so you won't owe a child of the dead. That's all. The miracles, signs, and wonders, lead them up to me. That's what I do best. I manifest. I manifest. My numbers are 3, 6, and 9. And I'm going to get what I want in this earth plane anyway. It was destined for me to do this, and I'm doing a great job at it. Some days, an excellent job. And some days, I'm doing an extraterrestrial job. So, I love you. I want to say, on honor of Mafedi from Agayu, thank you so much for being a part of our spiritual family. Those that have your membership in Orisha, these are available. He will be available to anybody that has a Orisha membership. I will utilize that Orisha for you as well to bring stability and protection in your life for a donation. Ain't nothing for free. Not even this conversation. So, thank you to each and every one of you guys. I will be receiving September. A lot of people talking about, why you tell people what you're doing? Because they can't stop a damn thing. If you could stop me, you would have been stopped me. It's apparent you can't stop me, and I always get what I want. So why don't I announce it? Why would I be afraid to tell somebody what I'm doing? You can't block shit. You can't stop shit. You can't stifle shit. You can't do shit. Why would I give a shit? That's all I'm saying. Love y'all. See y'all on tomorrow. God bless.